When I graduated, I felt I had a forte in advertising and marketing, and I was all set to do my MBA from Bajaj Institute of Management to get into a multinational. But my mother told me that yes, you will make much more money as a marketing director of a multinational, but think of the satisfaction you will get as a teacher. Because as a teacher, never know a teacher touches infinity. It's developing, igniting minds. Why do you want to sell soap when you can develop young minds? A machine, you get exactly in 10 years the value is zero. But when you see human progression, you don't know where they are going to be, who's going to become Sachin Tendulkar and who's going to become Dhirubhai Ambani and who's going to become Amitabh Bachchan. A teacher is going to be that catalyst. You'll get that satisfaction. And today I feel extremely, extremely privileged and very, very humbled to be standing here representing the legacy of this college, which is actually vision of my management, selfless, dedicated service of my former principals, former teaching staff, former support staff. And I look forward, with your support, to the next 72 years of building RD National College as a prime Ivy League college, not only one of the best in Mumbai and Maharashtra, but one of the best in India and the world. Thank you so much, everybody, for your support. In my entire life, I have never been so inspired and motivated by anybody. I think if there's anybody who listens to him only once, they cannot go back inspired and motivated. My whole college is in awe of you. The dancers are waiting for one picture with you. But before that, I want to tell you that you're as motivational as your role model, Shivaji Maharaj. What was Shivaji Maharaj? One handful of warriors against Emperor Aurangzeb's 10,000 strong army, and with elephants, horses, camels, rifles. They only had stones and weapons made from the barks of the trees, but just on human motivation, they managed to beat Emperor Aurangzeb's 10,000 strong army out of Maharashtra. And that's the human motivation. So when we look at you, we feel that Mumbai is in safe hands. And I've said this before and I say it again, as a woman and as a citizen, the way Mumbai Police protects all of us, we are free to achieve our dreams, we are free to do everything that we want to do, because the way Mumbai Police protects us. Thank you so very much. And we can't salute you enough for the absolutely motivational role model that you are. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Neha ma'am. Thank you so much. It's indeed a great privilege for me. Today is the most memorable day in my life. The way you have made this college an epitome of energy, enthusiasm, commitment, dedication. The youth I could see today full of life. Their eyes full of optimism, and that has been inculcated by your leadership, ma'am. We are really proud of you, because these sanskaras will make them responsible and educated citizens of tomorrow. The way their patriotism, their energy was being displayed. Amazing, ma'am. I could see the youth of tomorrow on this stage, and I am confident, not being as the Joint Commissioner of Police Mumbai City, but as a responsible son of this country, that they are the future who would uphold the integrity, the national integration, and all the great values of our leaders taught us intact, and our future is great. About me, ma'am, I was really pleasantly shocked to see the video. My mother, who is from a village, and she inculcated, my father also inculcated the great sanskaras of our great country in me. And I am playing a small role. I am a humble civil servant. You made my small film so memorable, ma'am. It will be in my video always. Whenever I'll get depressed or some kind of resentment, hatred or something will come, I'll see that video. That will give me full motivation. And that's due to you, ma'am. I'm really, really grateful. But I must tell that this National College, ma'am, is a kind of a temple wherein you are upbringing this new generation with such values, such principles, and these teaching will take them a long way. They will be successful in their respective careers with flying colors. And I don't have any doubt that in this coming 3-4 years, I would be able to see many IAS and IPS officers coming out of this college. Because this Mumbai city, there is no culture of civil services. But this is the beginning in the National College. Name itself is a National College. And today is the occasion. Today you are completing 25 years in this college. And I'm sure you will lead this college and this university and this whole institution to a different level. You are already leading them, but it will reach to a top level, like will one day here at Oxford or Cambridge University or like Columbia University. That kind of talent you have, ma'am. And I'm really thankful these great youngsters who displayed such a beautiful energy. They were like Chhatrapati Shivajinचे मावळे. छत्रपती शिवाजी हे हिमालय आहेत, सह्याद्री आहेत, आम्ही त्यांच्या पायाची माती आहोत. त्यांची जी प्रेरणा आहे ती अविश्वसनीय आहे. हिज लाईफ वॉज अ मिरॅकल. अ मॅन विथ करेज वॉज फुल इक्वल टू आर्मी. त्यामुळे त्यांच्या जीवनातनं प्रत्येकानं शिकलं पाहिजे असंच त्यांचं जीवन आहे. आणि आपण ज्या पद्धतीची फिल्म बनवली, आय एम रिअली आय डोंट हॅव वर्ड्स. आय वॉज लाईक इन टीयर्स, गूज बम्प्स एव्हरीवेअर ऑन माय बॉडी while watching everything. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you for this great kind of treat to me on this day. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
A famous philosopher was once asked, "What is the meaning of life?" He said, "Life itself has no meaning. It's an opportunity to create a meaning." Good evening and a very warm welcome to the grand inauguration of Srimati Jotu Kundnani Chowk, beautified and maintained by HSNC Board's RD National College. Can we have a huge round of applause? I can't hear you in the balcony. I'd like to begin today's evening with a beautiful story of our spiritual guru Dada Vaswani. It's a beautiful story about a king, and this king had 4 wives. When he was about to die and his time for his death came near, he was wondering which of his 4 wives will come with him for the life after. So he went to his 4th and youngest wife, whom he would always decorate with jewelry, dress her up well. He went to her and said, "Will you come with me in the life after?" She said, "No, the minute you die, I will leave you." He then went to his 3rd wife. His 3rd wife was the one whom he would show off to all the kingdoms, and he would show her off to everyone. And he said, "Will you come with me with the life after?" And she said, "No, the minute you die, I will marry someone else." He then went to his 2nd wife, who would always be with him in his joys and his sorrows. And he went to her and said, "Will you come with me?" She said, "See, I am your companion. I will come with you only for 13 days till all your ceremonies are over. After that, I will lead my own life." From behind, a feeble voice called out. It was his 1st wife, whom he had never got any time for, he never paid attention to. And that voice said, "I will come with you, not only in this life, but the journey after. I am always with you." And that's the story of our life. Because each of us have 4 wives. The 4th wife is our body, which we spend so much time in decorating, looking beautiful, dressing up. But the fact is that when we die, the first thing is the body leaves us. The third wife, which we show off to everybody, is our material possessions. Our house, our car, our phone. We spend so much time of our life collecting all these material possessions, but the minute we die, they belong to someone else. The second wife is our family and our friends, who are there with us in all our joys and sorrows. But they can only be with us for the 13 days ceremonies after our death. After that, they lead their own lives. And the first wife, which we all neglect and we have no time for, is our soul, which we are born with and will be with us not only in this life, but in the life after. So it's important to give equal time to all your four wives. You must give time to your body. It's important to eat healthy, exercise well, and look good. It's also important to spend time with your material possessions, enjoy your house, your car, your phone, and all that you have worked so hard for. Important to give time to your family and your friends, because they are the ones who are there with you in all your joys and sorrows. But do not neglect your soul. The form may be different, but you must give time to your soul, whether it's meditation, whether it's reading a good book, whether it's going to a temple, whether it's a satsang. But it's important to give time to your soul, because that's what we are born with and will remain with us not only in this life, but in the journey after. So a very, very warm welcome to all my esteemed dignitaries. It's my absolute honor and privilege to welcome our esteemed dignitaries. I'd like to begin with the man who's very, very passionate about HSNC board, Sindhiyat and the promotion of Sindhi culture, President of HSNC board, Shri Kishu Mansukhani. Can we have a round of applause for him? The year was 1949. One man came penniless from Pakistan with nothing with him except a vision in his mind and a dream in his heart. He started this college by mortgaging his wife's jewelry, and RD National College is the first college out of 14 educational institutions and 24 higher education institutions. Today, it's our privilege to pay homage to that great lady, Srimati Jotu Kundnani, who had the vision to give her sacrifice to start this college, and we commemorate that vision with her dream, and that is the education of the girl child. I think she deserves a huge round of applause. This entire project is the vision of our president, and we are only manifesting it for him. I now come to my very debonair, charming and dashing Provost of HSNC University, Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani. As comfortable as he is cracking deals on real estate, changing the skyline of Mumbai, as he is running marathon, the man who does it all and walks the talk and leads from the front, in his new role as Provost HSNC University, he pushes us from 5:30 in the morning, pushing us to reach higher benchmarks. I think he deserves a huge round of applause. I now come to our main guest for today, Srimati, the Mayor of Mumbai, Srimati Kishori Pednekar. Ma'am, we are indeed fortunate to have you. She is the first citizen of Mumbai, the Mayor, and ma'am, we are extremely, extremely proud that you are heading India's richest municipal corporation, and that is Mumbai Municipal Corporation. I think she deserves a more enthusiastic response. While the whole of India is wondering whether third wave is coming or fourth wave is coming, Maharashtra has already upped its game, leading in vaccination drives, plasma drives, availability of oxygen cylinders, availability of beds. We have beaten COVID in its face. We are so proud that we have been able to open our schools, colleges, theatres and malls. Ma'am, a huge salute to your BMC and the fantastic work they have done during COVID. I think we need to have a more enthusiastic response. Ma'am, Kishori ma'am, this is my very, very feeble attempt at Marathi. Please excuse my pronunciations. मी तुम्हाला एक छोटीशी गोष्ट सांगते.
कोकिला स्वतःची भाषा बोलते म्हणून ती मुक्त आहे, परंतु पोपट दुसऱ्यांची भाषा बोलतो म्हणून तो पिंजऱ्यात गुलाम बनून राहतो. म्हणून स्वतःची भाषा, स्वतःचे विचार आणि स्वतःच्या मनावर विश्वास ठेवा. मी तुम्हाला एक चारोली सांगते. घासल्याशिवाय धार नाही, तलवारीचा पातीला. आय थिंक यू कॅन से वन वाह टू एनकरेज मी. घासल्याशिवाय धार नाही, तलवारीच्या पातीला. मराठी शिवाय पर्याय नाही, महाराष्ट्राचा मातीला. I hope ma'am I passed the exam. आपण आमच्या महाविद्यालयात आल्याबद्दल आपले मनापासून खूप खूप आभार. A very very warm welcome to all the iconic stars in our galaxy, all the legends we have, beginning with my role model, chairperson, Skill Tech, Atlas Skill Tech University, former Sheriff of Mumbai, former principal of HR College, Dr. Indu Shahani. We're so blessed to have you with us, ma'am. To her left is the strong man, HSNC Board Governing Body member and former CEO Novartis, Mr. Ranjit Shahani, who also deserves a big round of applause. Representative of Mr. Lal Chelaram, Mr. Vandan Agarwal, Vice Chancellor of HSNC University, Dr. Hemlata Bhagla, OSD, Mrs. Shah, I can't take all names, Municipal Councillor, Ms. Swapna Matre, a very, very good patron, Mr. Bihari Kandhari, Mrs. Kandhari, I can't take all names, Mr. Hemant Tambe, our alumnus. It's absolutely stars in our galaxy. A very, very warm welcome to all the principals and vice principals of HSNC board colleges, all my cluster colleges. Warm welcome to my vice principals, my teachers who have worked very, very hard to put this program together. My support staff, I stand here, but they all work silently behind the scenes. And the most important of all, the blood in our veins, my dear students. A very, very warm welcome to each of you. Just before I conclude, there's just two things that I want to say. When I joined National College in 1996 December, as a young mother of 2 infant children, our lectures used to be at 7 o'clock in the morning. It would pull my heartstrings to leave my 2 small children and go out and educate other students. Though my family always encouraged me and always told me that you have the opportunity, the few hours that you're out, we'll take care, but you must not give up this opportunity. By God's grace, both my children are now fine human beings and doing well, but it's a dilemma that every working mother goes through. And when I would go out at wee hours of the morning, I would wonder to myself that, is this really worth it? But today, life has come full circle and I've got the answer to my question that yes, my 25 years in RD National College have definitely been worth it, because the Mayor of Mumbai has come and our entire management has come and all our eminent luminaries have come to acknowledge my contribution. And the second thing is, when I graduated out of NM College, I was so keen to do my advertising and marketing because I felt that was my forte, all ready to do an MBA in Bajaj Institute of Management. But my mother told me that you can make much more money as a marketing head of a multinational, but think of the satisfaction you will get as a teacher, because no one can predict human progression. You take a machine, at the end of it, the value is 0. But when you take a human mind, you have no idea about its progression. You don't know how many people you will influence, how many minds you will develop. Why do you want to sell soap when you can ignite minds? So I am I don't have any regrets. I listened to her, and today I feel so privileged and extremely humbled to be standing here in front of all these stars, iconic legends, welcoming you on behalf of this great college. 72 years of academic excellence, 72 years of nation building, 72 years of nurturing the future of India, which is all because of the vision of my very benevolent and dynamic management, the selfless and dedicated service of all my former principals, former teaching staff, former support staff, and our alumni who are our students. And with so many of you here to support and bless us, I look forward for the next 72 years of building RD National College as a prime Ivy League college, not only one of the best in Mumbai and Maharashtra, but one of the best in India and the world. So thank you very much to each and every one of you for joining us on our special day. And I conclude with the famous words, don't be pushed by the fears in your mind, but be led by the dreams in your heart. If people doubt how far you can go, go so far that you can't hear them anymore. Thank you so much for joining us.
Very good evening. After the fantastic speech of our president, our principal, I don't know what to say. I will attempt Srimati Kishori Pendikar, Honorable Minister, Honorable Mayor of Mumbai, the First Lady of this great city, my colleague, Dr. Kundnani, Provost of our new university, Mr. Inaugural, representing our trustee, Chelaram, Hemlata Bagla, a very active principal of KC College and Vice Chancellor of HSC University, Dr. Nia Jotyani, who I believe completes of 25 years today. We will have some ceremony. Distinguished guests, principal of the various colleges, vice principals of the colleges, and above all, my dear students. Today is a great day, a moment for all of us to hear and celebrate beautification of the Chowk, named after the late Jotu Kundnani. Thank you, Neha, for your vision, hard work, sincere effort in getting this project through. Jotu Kundnani plays a vital role in the establishment of HMCP board and its initial institutions. After partition, life was like a flickering ray of hope. It was next to impossible to even dream of higher education at such a crossroad where the human priorities were entirely different. But our beloved Principal Kundnani was determined, as solid as a Himalayan rock. It was his wisdom that he could clearly visualize that if anything could remove the darkness of the partition, it was only through the education. He converted darkness of moment of his life of leaving R&D National College in Hyderabad to most cherished moment when he could reconstruct a city of Bombay, the same college. The foremost requirement for all this was the funds to purchase this land where we are standing today, which was considered to be a faraway suburb of Bombay. It was there that the great lady, Mrs. Kundnani, without having any second thoughts, gave him their own belongings at that time, jewelry, to purchase this land. Jotu Kundnani's life was full of sacrifices. She was always encouraging and helping Principal Kundnani in establishing the various colleges and looking after them. In all this, Jotu Kushiram Kundnani, an epitome of courage and determination, dedication, played a role and carried out a responsibility with a great enthusiasm. Jotu Kundnani, together with the Principal Kundnani, nursed all the institutions with love and affection. This gesture of beautification of Chowk, located at the first college in which she contributed the most, is a fitting tribute to Jotu Kundnani. And I'm grateful to all of you to be with us today and participating in this solid ceremony. In 2003, our board was passing through a difficult time, and three of us, Niranjan, Anil, and myself, were appointed trustees. At the time, we hardly knew each other and hardly interacted with each other. Fate brought us together to promote the cause of education. Every effort is made from our side to improve the quality of education to our institution as the need of the hour. We succeeded in establishing additional institution, 3 additional institutions at CHF campus. Today, we are proud that we have established HMCP University and educating 17 from colleges, educating 45,000 students every year. This too was a dream of our founding father, that one day we will not be HMCP board, but we will be HMCP University, and we have achieved that. We now established HMCP University. We have introduced School of Law and 3 degree college courses and School of Real Estate in the name of Mr. Kundnani with 2 courses. We are also planning to start School of Yoga with the blessing of our other trustee, and soon there will be more online and offline courses. These, besides the regular courses, are being conducted in 3 affiliated colleges, HR, KC, and BTTC. Incidentally, we 3 of us discovered by chance that 11th December, which is today, is the important day of our lives of 3 of us. It's a wedding anniversary day for Niranjan and Anil, and my birthday. My wife Anju, who is present here, and I extend our warmest wishes to both my colleagues Anil and Niranjan and their partners Hani and Kamal. May your life together continue to be blessed. I extend my felicitation to Dr. Neha Jatyani, a young dynamic principal of the Institute, for organizing the wonderful event. This is the 3rd such event she has organized on the 11th, and we shall remember this throughout our life. I also compliment her for a beautification project which we have inaugurated, along with the other 2 projects of tree siting plant and medical plant garden of approximately 200 species. I wish Neha Jatyani and her able team grand success in the future and her endeavor, and I'm sure, knowing her, she will go places in Arjun. Thank you all for being with us today. God bless you all. Thank you, mother events.
आमचे महापौर किशोर पेडणेकर मॅडम, फार आवडलं आपण आले, आम्हाला आशीर्वाद देते, आणि हे अवसरवरती तेव्हा आमचे 72 इयर्स झालेले आहेत, आपण तिकडे उपस्थित आहेत, तर आम्हाला फार आवडले ही गोष्टी. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच फॉर कमिंग ओव्हर हिअर. Each and every one of you. I had to learn something from our principal, no? Neha Jatyani. So I also made my attempt in Marathi. सगळी माणसाला त्रास होतं कोविडच्या टाईममध्ये, पण आम्ही हे पाहिलं की आमचे कॉर्पोरेशन, आमचे लिडरशिप हे मध्ये एक परिवर्तन घेऊन आले की आम्ही वॅक्सिनेशन, लॉकडाऊन सगळे आम्ही जे केलेले आहेत, आम्ही मुंबई नाही, आमचे पुरे देशामध्ये असं दिसलं की आम्ही मुंबईचे एक्झाम्पल आम्ही कसं रेप्लिकेट करून घेऊ पुरा देशमध्ये. आणि हे अवॉर्ड्स विश्वमध्ये, जर्मनीमध्ये मला माहिती आहे की एक अवॉर्ड आम्हाला दिलेले आहेत आमचे कमिशनरेटला, आणि त्यांना की हे जे काम केलेले आहे ते फार छान आहे. सो आय मस्ट कॉन्ग्रॅच्युलेट आवर Municipal Commissioner, our Mayor, our leadership, and all the political parties who have taken participation in making this difficult time happen. There is another big change which happened. 35 वर्षामध्ये आमच्याकडे नॅशनल पॉलिसी नव्हतं एज्युकेशनमध्ये. आणि हे टाईममध्ये आमचे केंद्र सरकार नॅशनल एज्युकेशन पॉलिसी कोविडच्या समयमध्ये घेऊन आले आणि आमचे महाराष्ट्राचे सरकार उद्धव ठाकरे साहेब हे टाईमवरती डॉक्टर माशेलकर लीडिंग सायंटिस्टला हे मध्ये हे ड्युटी दिली की हे विश्वाचे नवीन जे एज्युकेशन पॉलिसी आम्ही महाराष्ट्रामध्ये कसं घेऊन येऊ आणि एक रेव्होल्युशन करून घेऊ ते महाराष्ट्राचे शासनात हे घेऊन आले त्याच्यासाठी फार फार अभिनंदन. आम्ही कमिशनर आणि मुख्यमंत्रीला कम्युनिकेट करा की हे परिवर्तन जे आणले ते हे मध्ये काय आणि मी पण ते कमिटीमध्ये होतं तेव्हा मला ते सांगायचं होतं. This major difference in terms of education is a very big paradigm for our education institution, and that is exactly why the leadership of Jotu Kundnani, Principal Kundnani, and all the other leaders who actually brought about this change right at the time of partition, then mortgaging her ornaments in order to put up and buy this property. I think that's the kind of leadership we all have to learn, and I'm so happy today that the corporation has given permission for this, and all the other leaders who are here, Swapna Matre is there, Asif Saab was there, Asif Zakaria Saab was here, all the other people, and of course the Mahapur for sanctioning this particular permission, for giving the name to Jotu Kundnani for this particular chowk. Far far dhanyawad. Thank you very much for this wonderful honor that you have given us today, and that makes a wonderful difference in the whole thing. In this new education policy, what is it that we are trying to achieve, and why is it so important for us to understand that these changes which are going to be there? Just now, during this COVID time again, our Chief Minister gave us the new university during COVID times. So that was another change which happened. मुख्यमंत्री उद्धवजी ठाकरे साहेब आम्हाला हे नवीन युनिव्हर्सिटी 3 कॉलेजेसचे HRKC आणि BTCC कॉलेजेसमध्ये आम्हाला क्लस्टर युनिव्हर्सिटी सँक्शन करून घेतली. ते पण कोविडच्या टाईमवरती ते सँक्शन दिले आणि ते मध्ये हे परिवर्तन आणले. That changes which are required are imperative. It doesn't matter what the situation is. We all have to learn from these examples which is over there. And of course, Indushani has also got the new university. My heartiest congratulations to you and the wonderful things that have happened. We all remember you from HR College and the kind of signal work that you had done in this time and all. Today's students, all of you, my heartiest congratulations. What an energy which you showed on the stage. I was wonderstruck. I wish when I was your age, I would have similar energy. It shows that you are the future of our country, which is going to be a great country. And all of you need to be congratulated for the wonderful dynamism that I'm seeing. Education is very important. We are now the IT capital of the world in terms of education. The leadership of CEOs in so many countries of the world, whether are Googles and others, which are there today, are led by Indian educated people who have come and educated from India. And that is why I still remember historically that India was always the leader in education during Nalanda times. For 1500 years, India was the leader of education in the entire world. Then we lost out for 400, 500 years. And now, with your leadership, all the things, our president, Mr. Mansukhani, Anil Harish, all the other trustees who are here, the principals of our college, all the wonderful principals of 14, 15 colleges that we have, the parts, Vice Chancellor, Hema Bagla, all the others who have done leadership in this particular thing. Now it is our responsibility to take each and every subject, not only IT, so that our children and future grandchildren will not plan to go to America, but the American children should come and study in your colleges over here, and that should be the aspiration and perspiration that we are wanting to do. India should not have only coaching IT people and people going over there, but we need to do all the other things. That's why the innovation ideas that we have got, the startup ideas that we are doing, all these are going to cater for creating a new India which is going to be different in terms of leadership. we are going to be the fastest growing nation in the world at 10%, 9.5. Now they say 10% GDP, our growth will be second to none in the entire world. But is that enough? If we don't have education at the forefront, we will not be the cutting edge in the entire world. And hence, I must congratulate the diversity which I see in all our colleges, the leadership of all our principals over here. You're seeing the example of what is happening in National College. We are seeing that example happening across the board in all the other colleges. As my president just told you, we have 14, 15 colleges, we have the university, we have 45,000 students in the thing. We are now committed to also go on to online education, and we are targeting that in the next couple of years we should have 450,000 students on online, not 45,000 students, and we shall reach that kind of target which we need to do to show that Mumbai, our university, our colleges, our state and our country can make that difference. And it is up to us to do it. We cannot ask everybody else to do it. It is our responsibility to do it. We have wonderful leadership. They are giving us the enabling factor. So the national education policy, the changes have already come. Now it is up to us. Our teachers, all our people need to take up that responsibility in order to take off to the moon. We should be the education capital of the entire world, and we shall do it. It is up to us in order to take that type of work over there. Today, our principal said just now that she's here for 25 years. What a wonderful day. My heartiest congratulations. Your color is exactly correct. The silver jubilee which you have done is actually matches the clothes that you are wearing here today. My heartiest congratulations to you and best wishes. As you said, another 72 years, no, at least another 25 years of great leadership that you need to do. And I will really look forward to see that type of leadership to continue to grow in terms of it. We want each of the colleges to reach the moon and the stars. That is how we want to do it. It's not one college or two colleges. Each and every college which must do it. The other day I was talking to our young leader, Aditya Thackeray, and he was telling me, why don't you do the difference? Why don't you take up performing arts? So we have now started under the university performing arts to do it. But I saw the performance on the stage. You are already doing performing arts. We will only have to make it into a subject. So please tell Aditya Thackeray साहेब की आम्ही सुरुवात करून घेतलेली आहे. त्यांची आयडिया होती माइंडमध्ये. आम्हाला सांगितलं होतं एक वर्षपूर्वी साहेबांना सांगा की आम्ही करून घेतलेले आहे ऑलरेडी. सो ही मस्ट ओनली कम टू डू द इनॅग्युरेशन. ते आपण त्यांचे हात सून करून घेऊ. So that's the idea that we need to do. Put the idea in your mind. But ideas are not enough. What we need is to execute and always take one step at a time, and I'm sure that we will reach the moon. So my heartiest congratulations to all of you who have done a wonderful job. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you very much, all the other people who are here, the principals, vice principals, teachers, college students, others, and of course, our leadership. Mahapur, Madam, thank you. Our corporators, all the other people who have been supporting the college, all the people who have contributed to this, the alumni, and all the other students that are there. I'm delighted always to speak to the students. You are our future. Don't forget it. Don't give away any rights to anybody. You must become the best. Don't be ready to become second best to anybody. And you must promise yourself that you will be the best. And when you are the best, you will come back and we will be proud of you to say that you were the students of National College. And today, you have reached the moon and the stars. If the chaiwala can become a prime minister, you can become even better than that. My heartiest congratulations.
सर्वांना नमस्कार. जय महाराष्ट्र. आज आपण ज्या वास्तूमध्ये आहोत ती वास्तू ही खूपच स्पेशल आहे. ज्याला नॅशनल कॉलेज असं म्हटलं जातं. त्या व्यासपीठावरती उपस्थित असलेले मनसुख सर, उंचकाणी सर, निरंजन हिरानंदानी सर आणि ज्यांचं नाव नेहा मॅम, माझ्या मुलीचंही नाव नेहा आहे. नेहा नावामध्ये स्नेह प्रेम आहे. आज ज्या कॉलेजचा मी इथे आल्यानंतर मला त्याची पास्ट हिस्ट्री कळल्यानंतर एका ज्यांच्या चौकाचं जिथून कुंदनानी चौक म्हणून आपण ज्यांचं इनॉग्रेशन केलं त्या महिलेने, एक लेडी आपली ज्वेलरी जेव्हा विकून हे कॉलेज उभं करतं, हॅट्स ऑफ. कारण आर्टिफिशियल ज्वेलरी पण आपण कोणाला देऊ नाही शकत. महिलांचं खास आहे साडी आणि ज्वेलरी, ती किती मोठी असू दे आणि किती बोलणार, साडी किती सुंदर, ज्वेलरी किती सुंदर. तरी पण आज या प्रांगणात माझ्या सहकारी स्वप्ना म्हात्रे, जकरिया सर हे माझे सहकारी आहे. मुंबईची मी महापौर, ज्यांनी मला हा आशीर्वाद दिला, ज्यांनी आम्हाला घडवलं, ते माझे हिंदू हृदय सम्राट शिवसेना प्रमुख बाळासाहेब ठाकरे, ज्यांच्या आशीर्वादाने मी महापौर नीट काम करू शकेन या विश्वासाने ज्यांनी मला या पोस्टला बसवलं, ते माझे महाराष्ट्राचे लाडके मुख्यमंत्री पक्षप्रमुख उद्धवजी बाळासाहेब ठाकरे, ज्यांच्या सहकार्याने जे माझ्यावरील विधानसभेचे आमदार, पर्यावरण, पर्यटक, राजशिष्टाचार, तुमच्या या विभागाचे पालकमंत्री आदित्य उद्धवजी ठाकरे साहेब, मला निरंजन सरांचं आवडलं, नेहा मॅडमचं आवडलं, मराठी बोलायचं. याचा अर्थ असा नव्हे की आम्ही इंग्रजी भाषेचा किंवा कुठल्याही वेगळ्या भाषेचा राग नाही. मी स्वतःहून सांगते, मला इंग्रजी फारसं बोलायला येत नाही, पण मी माझ्या कामामध्ये, माझ्या कामातून मुंबईकरांना जे पाहिजे ते द्यायची माझी तयारी. फर्स्ट सिटीजन, ज्याला आपण मुंबईचे प्रथम नागरिक म्हणतो, सुखात आणि दुःखात एकत्र असलं पाहिजे. आणि ते काम सन्माननीय मुख्यमंत्री म्हणून महाराष्ट्राचं तर करतातच आहे, पण मुंबईची महापौर, प्रथम नागरिक या आणि मी स्वतः नेहमीच कामामध्ये अग्रेसर राहून, पुढे राहून, प्रत्येक कामामध्ये लक्ष ठेवून काम करते. आज आपण नॅशनल कॉलेजच्या मुलांसाठी 72वा वर्धापन दिन, ज्यांनी ह्या कॉलेजमध्ये 25 वर्ष काम केले, ज्यांचा नावातच नेहा, स्नेह, प्रेम, आई, मैत्रीण, पत्नी, तुमची मैत्रीण या नात्याने त्यांचं वागणं मी आज बॉडी लँग्वेज ज्याला म्हणतो ती बघते. आणि अशा वेळेला नंदानी सर, निरंजन सर, मॅडम, आदित्य ठाकरेंचं जेव्हा सांगतात आपण, त्यावेळेला मुंबईचं नव्हे, महाराष्ट्राचं नव्हे, आता देशाचे आयडॉल आदित्य ठाकरे साहेब आहेत. बरेच युवक युवती त्यांना फॉलो करतात. अर्थातच ते सुद्धा तुमच्यापेक्षा कदाचित थोडेसे मोठे असतील, परंतु ज्या पक्षाची धुरा त्यांनी गेली 12 वर्ष सांभाळत आहेत, आज त्यांचं वय वर्ष असेल 30-29, मागे जाऊया 12 वर्ष, ज्यांनी सिनेट निवडणूक पहिल्या वेळेला लढले स्वतःच्या नेतृत्वावर, त्यावेळेला निवडून आणले. दुसऱ्या वेळेला सिनेट निवडणूक लढले, त्यावेळेला अख्खं पॅनल हे शिवसेनेचं आणलं. आणि आज कॉलेजमध्ये अनेक बदल, अभ्यासक्रमामध्ये अनेक बदल हे आदित्य उद्धवजी ठाकरे जे तुमचे मित्र असतात, वेळप्रसंगी ते अगदी भावासारखे, अशा आदित्यांचा मलाही अभिमान आहे. हिरानंदानी सरांनी सांगितलं की आम्ही आदित्यला सांगा, आम्ही सगळ्या गोष्टी आता फॉलो करतोय. त्यावरती ह्या कॉलेजचे हे स्टुडंट इतके ब्रिलियंट, इतके सहृदयी, या कोविड काळामध्ये जी काही मदत, ज्याला CSR म्हणतो, ते हॅट्स ऑफ. कारण हां, KC लॉ कॉलेजचे स्टुडंट, येस. आणि सरांनी सगळ्यांकडे सगळं असतं, पण देण्याची वृत्ती असावी लागते, ती मला हिरानंदानी सरांमध्ये कायम दिसते. आम्ही ज्या वेळेला कॉलेज दशेमध्ये जायला आणि मिल बंद व्हायला एकच टायमिंग, त्यामुळे जेमतेम 12 आणि मग नर्सिंग. अर्थातच आपल्या पोटापाण्याला पहिलं बघायचं असतं, मध्यमवर्गीय. पण तुमचं तसं नाही आहे. तुम्हाला आज बऱ्याच आईवडिलांचं चांगलं सहकार्य असतं. मी जे काही इतर ठिकाणी आज बघते, मी विद्यार्थ्यांना एवढंच सांगेन, सगळं ग्रहण करा, विद्या ग्रहण करा, काही तुमच्या मनातल्या अचिव्हमेंट ग्रहण घ्या करा, परंतु व्यसनाधीन होऊ नका. कारण देवाने आपल्याला इतकं सुंदर शरीर दिलं आहे, ते ह्या भारत देशामध्ये आपला जन्म झाला आहे, महाराष्ट्र मुंबईमधला आपला जन्म आहे. देशासाठी आपण युवक हे मस्ट इम्पॉर्टंट आहात. आपल्याला निरंजन सरांनी सांगितलं, ती युवा पिढी, या देशाची युवा पिढी, या महाराष्ट्राची, या मुंबईची युवा पिढी नको त्या व्यसनाला जाऊन आपल्या गुरुजनांचं, आपल्या आईवडिलांचं, स्वतःचं फार मोठं नुकसान करतात असं मला वाटतं. आणि म्हणून विद्यार्थी दशेमध्ये सगळी मजा करा. कारण कॉलेज म्हटलं की शाळा आणि कॉलेज ह्याच्यामधला जो गॅप आहे, तो तुमच्या वयामध्ये पण तोच गॅप आहे. आम्ही आज कितीही सांगितलं तरी ती जनरेशन गॅप ही कायम राहणार. ती राहिली तरी चालेल, पण फॉलो करत असताना आई वडील, गुरुजन आणि आजूबाजूच्या वातावरणाचा परिणाम हा तुमच्यावर चांगलाच झाला पाहिजे. कारण मगाशी नेहा मॅडमचं जेव्हा मी भाषण ऐकत होती, त्यांनी इंग्लिश, हिंदी, मराठी तिन्ही भाषेत सांगितलं. आणि मराठी ही आमची मातृभाषा, त्या मातृभाषेत ज्यावेळेला अशी कॉलेजेस, नामांकित कॉलेज जेव्हा नावारूपाला येतात, तेव्हा प्रत्येक विद्यार्थ्याचं इथे नोंद झालेली असते. जेव्हा निरंजन हिरानंदानी सरांसारखी मोठी अचिव्हमेंट होते, त्यावेळेला तर होतेच होते, पण छोट्यातलं छोटं काम तुम्हीही चांगलं केलं तरी त्याची दखल घेतली जाते. या अनेक पारितोषिक देताना मी पाहिले. त्यामुळे बाळांनो, खूप शिका, खूप मोठे व्हा, परंतु तुमचे पाय ह्या भारत मातेवर, या महाराष्ट्राला, या मातीला विसरणारे असता कामा नये. परदेशात जा, तिथेही शिक्षण घ्या, पण माझ्या भारत मातेचं, माझ्या महाराष्ट्राचं, माझ्या मुंबईचा कधीही विसर पडू देऊ नका. आणि अशा पद्धतीने आपल्या कॉलेज दशेमधलं जेव्हा तुम्ही ही संपूर्ण तुमचा जो आपल्या लाईफमधलं थर्ड स्टेज असते, फोर्थ स्टेजला तुम्ही जाणार आहात, त्यावेळेला तुमच्या स्वतःवर एक फॅमिली म्हणून एक जी जबाबदारी येणार, त्या जबाबदारीला एक मुलगा म्हणून, एक ब्रदर म्हणून, एक हजबंड म्हणून किंवा पती म्हणून तुम्ही आदर्शच असलं पाहिजे असं माझं वैयक्तिक मत आहे. आजही मुंबईवरचं जगातलं संकट संपलेलं नाही. कोविड-19 करोनाने ह्या संपूर्ण जगावर थैमान घातलं, परंतु आपण सर्वांनी मिळून महाराष्ट्राच्या मुख्यमंत्री, आपले देशाचे पंतप्रधान सन्माननीय मोदी सर, महाराष्ट्राचे मुख्यमंत्री सन्माननीय उद्धवजी ठाकरे साहेब, आरोग्यमंत्री टोपे सर, आदित्य ठाकरे, संपूर्ण आघाडीचं सरकार, सगळे आमदार, सगळे नगरसेवक ह्यांनी जे काम केलं, एकत्र येऊन आपण काम केलं, त्याला माझ्या मुंबईकरांनी जी साथ दिली म्हणून आपण दुसऱ्या लाटेला मध्ये रोखलं, तिसऱ्या लाटेला येऊच दिलं नाही. आज आपल्याला ओ मायक्रॉन म्हणजे आपण ओ माय गॉड बोलतो, आज काय ओ मायक्रॉन, अर्थातच अतिसौम्य लक्षणाचं हा आजार जरी असला तरी तो एक विषाणू आहे. आपल्या शरीराला हानी केल्याशिवाय थांबत नाही. त्याचे बॅक नंतरचे जे परिणाम आहेत ते फार मोठे आहेत आणि म्हणूनच राज्य सरकारने त्रिसूत्री कार्यक्रम जो घालून दिले आपल्याला, मास्क लावा, सॅनिटायझर करा आणि जितकं जमेल तेवढं आपण सोशल डिस्टन्सिंगचा वापर करू. आज आपण हॉलमध्ये आपण त्याचा बऱ्यापैकी पालन केलं आहे, त्याबद्दल धन्यवाद. आणि अशा पद्धतीने कॉलेजची शिस्त ही मजा जरी करणारी असती तरी ती शिस्त ही असावीच. आणि ती मला वाटतं मी नेहा मॅमकडे पाहिल्यावर करत आहे. त्यांनी सांगितलं की माझी मुलं, माझा संसार, हा माझा संसार, त्याला फॅमिली बोलतो, ही पण एक माझी फॅमिली. हे जेव्हा उद्गार प्राचार्यांकडनं येतात तेव्हा समोर बसलेल्या मुलांना, स्टुडंटना एक वेगळं मोटिवेशन मिळतं. आणि असं मोटिवेशन ज्या कॉलेजमध्ये मिळतं त्या कॉलेजचं नाव जे नॅशनल, हे खरंच बरोबर आहे असं मला मत आहे. आणि म्हणूनच 72 वर्षाचं आपण कंप्लीट करून ज्यावेळेला 73 इयर्स पदार्पणी आपण पदार्पण करतो आहे, निश्चितच या सगळ्या विद्यार्थी, प्राचार्य वृंद आणि असलेला स्टाफ, या सर्वांना या असलेल्या करोना महामारीच्या मध्ये आपण सर्वांनी मिळून केलेल्या कामाने आज जे काही आपण आहोत ते सुरक्षित आहोत. असंच सुरक्षित आपल्याला कायम ठेवावी लागेल एवढं बोलून मी माझे 2 शब्द संपवते. जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र.
For the first time in my life, I'm completely at a loss of words. I have absolutely no idea about this surprise. I'm completely overwhelmed and touched. But I always say that I've done probably some good karma in my past birth to deserve such a supportive management and such a fantastic team who stands with me, my teachers, my students, my support staff. I'd just like to say that National rocks and we are going to make it the best college. 3 cheers for National College. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Thank you.